Hey, it's Kane from Kane Alessia and Industry Rockstar. I'm going to take you a little bit behind the scenes of our home shooting studio. I've been in production since I was a kid. Went to school at Berkeley School of Music, studied international production and so forth. Anyway, so I want to show you how to get the most out of what you can at home. And of course, we need to be constantly recording videos. And although we love high professional videos where we've got professional videographers and multi-camera shoots and people in boom stands and all that kind of stuff, many times today you just got to get a video done to be able to grow your social media or to be able to get your message out there. So I'm going to show you kind of a very simplified version of what we are doing here. And as you can see behind me, we've got our new TV set up. And here's what we've got. So you got a TV, an HD TV, and of course I'm going to show you down here, we've got our computer, our laptop hooked into it, right? Where we've got basically our slides. So we use Keynote so that I can trigger everything from here as I'm presenting and talking. So if I'm talking and I want to be talking about, okay, hey, this is Kane and Alessia, and we got the camera just like this, and I could be triggering backgrounds that will be changing behind me while I'm using my little clicker here, which this one's I just broke earlier today. And I could just click real quick and get the pictures behind me while I'm talking. So if I want to be giving a little lecture about something, I can go ahead and be clicking this, and I can run any kind of static picture, or of course I can run any kind of video behind me, right? And so I'm thinking, of course, when I created these, I spent about an hour this morning creating these backgrounds that I wanted. Of course, these are backgrounds that we took when we were on tours. And so, of course, when you're presenting or when you're on tour, whenever you're doing anything, you want to constantly be thinking about leveraging the media or the visuals that you've been getting out of those tours, out of those events, out of those conferences, out of those speaking engagements. You can use them in pictures on social media. You can use them as backgrounds for your recording studio. And if I just pull you in, looking at the shot that the camera would actually see, you see it would look basically just like this, right? So it looks like you're basically in front of a wall. Now, I happen to be sitting, and normally I would suggest that you're standing, but the way our studio worked out, it actually is sitting, and to be honest, actually doing videos for hours here, it actually works great for me to be actually sitting. Okay, but then I can continue to change the background if I want, either while I'm doing it or just creating different backgrounds, and there you have it. So you can be doing the same thing, just using Keynote. In the meantime, let's take a look at lighting here. Now, I'm doing this during the daytime, and the worst thing that we've got here, the challenge that we had, is we've got a huge window you can see going out to the outside, right? So you can see that I actually put up some black blocking so that it blocked the light that was reflecting off of the television, because now we got a high gloss television with all sorts of lighting in front of it, and you've got lighting outside. Now, I like to record videos early on in the day because I find that although, we try to get the kids to bed and do them at night, which actually makes a little bit of an easier environment for lighting and things because it's dark outside since we're not in a pitch black room here. I find that, recording videos at night, I'm just exhausted. The kids go to bed and I want to go to bed myself. So we decided to start getting these videos done earlier on when we're fresh and we're full of energy. Well, the challenges that you got with that is you get a lot of natural light unless you're in a room where there's no light. Now, if you can hang a blanket or something over the window and cover up the external light, that's cool. But then, of course, you need lighting in here. So we use cowboy lighting, but, it doesn't really matter what the brand is. You can use anything. And we've got 3 of them. We always use 3 of them. Sometimes we'll put one up overhead, okay, to get the lighting. Sometimes we'll do it in front. And so what you'll notice is that when you've got stuff behind you, the camera is going to actually adjust for the brightness behind you, right? So you can see when it goes off, when I turn it off, you can see the lighting in here. So I had to use a dark background, right, in order to make sure that you can't see the lights in the television. We had to take this black tarp to make sure you can't see the natural lights, right? And then, of course, the camera is adjusting to the brightest part. So I needed a dark background because I needed the lighting to actually hit me. And as you can see, when I turn this way and I get the lighting on it, I'm very lit up. And we want that face when it goes off. When I turn it off, you get to see the lighting in back. So that's kind of how it works. Now, the thing is, here's the camera. I want to show you the camera. The camera that we're using is pretty simple. It is a Canon Vixia, and I love this because what I could do is I could turn it like this, and I can see, so that way I can record by myself. Another big challenge, hey, it's great. I love when I have assistants, and I've got 2 or 3 camera operators and all sorts of assistants and people doing my makeup, but that's not practical every day, and I need to shoot videos mainly on a daily basis, just like you probably do. So this way, if you look at it, I can actually be right here, right in front of me, right? And I can actually see, let's see if I can see that.
See that right there? I can see how I look in the camera so that I can see exactly what's going on with the camera. Isn't that crazy? Camera, seeing camera, seeing camera. It's like one of those trippy Matrix type things. Okay, so this way I can actually just look at the camera and see how am I positioned. Hopefully I'm not making you too dizzy. How am I positioned in the screen so that I can see immediately? This is why I love these flip cameras, and this is an HD camera. Looks tiny, looks like it's a nothing, but it's actually very powerful. What do we use for a microphone? Now, I don't really like shotgun microphones when I'm alone. If I'm doing this with another person, or like if I'm doing this with Alessia, or if I'm interviewing someone, I do use a shotgun microphone because then I can, I don't have to worry about two lapel microphones going into a mixing board. I want to keep it simple. And most cameras, especially kind of, medium grade or HD small home cameras, are only going to have one input for a microphone. So what do we use? We use this lapel microphone, Sennheiser lapel microphone. Okay, nice and easy. Plugs right into the camera, right here on the side, and I take a little set of headphones, kick it out the side, make sure I can hear everything well, and voila, I tack it right under my shirt, boom, and I've got great, I've got great mics, great audio, a nice professional background, and I'm doing it all from home by myself. All I need to do when I'm done is pull it out. I pull it into my editor on Adobe Premiere or on iMovie if I want to be simple. Pull it into the laptop, edit some things up, maybe put a little music track behind it. Boom, ready to go, professional production out the door. How much does this whole thing cost me? Maybe, and the TV is probably the most expensive, right? The TV was probably $800. The lighting rig was all a couple $100, camera $500. I'd say in total, we're probably talking maybe $1,500 total, $1,500, not including the computer and some of that stuff. But I would assume almost everybody's got a laptop these days. So $1,500 to give you a professional rig to be creating really well-produced videos. Now today, you must be producing nicely produced videos with polished backgrounds and real care to thought. Where do we get the graphics? Our graphics team created them, and you can have any graphics team create your logos. I'm trying to break it down nice and easy for you, but here's the point. Today you can get great quality production videos. I'm doing this one on my iPhone. I just wanted to show you the setup here, right? And so today you can get great production quality just out of your home in a little corner. Remember, the only other thing to think about is I'm not going to record every video here, otherwise it wouldn't give dimensionality. So I'm going to find 4 or 5 different areas in our house, or if you've got an apartment or a condo, find 3 to 4 different areas that you can be doing. Maybe one where you're standing, one where you're sitting in a casual lounge area, one where you've got the TV behind you and you're broadcasting. Just make sure everything's cut like this so they can't see all the perimeter around the television. And voila, you can start making a whole studio out of your house, okay? Hope that's useful for you. That's what we're up to here. I want you to be making your videos, making things look professional, getting your message out there, impacting the world, influencing people with your ideas, offering your products and services, making an income. Influence, impact, and income. That's what we always say here at Industry Rockstar. All right, our love to you. Take care. Bye.